What's her name? Oh, Annette, not Yvonne. So she'd apparently left the aircon on and it's ruined her. Just listen.
How my voice is changing just while I'm talking. Charlie, you know what, Charlie? You make so many silly comments and I don't know why. Charlie, you're on the edge of being banned because you make so many random comments.
Charlie, you fuck around, you're going to find out, mate.
Aren't needed. Consider this a last warning, Charlie. No, I haven't dyed my hair again, Foxy. No. You know what, Charlie?
Morning, Jenny.
I don't have to talk to you. You're one of those randoms. See ya. Blocked. Just don't need it, guys. I just don't need it.
You don't need it.
So, as I was trying to explain about my voice, last night...
Why does she keep doing She's like...
A quarter of an hour before the interval, I started having breathing problems. And these breathing problems do happen. Like I was saying, it first happened in 2012 while I was on holiday in a air conditioning environment. I was on my way home.
Stop it! Annette, enough, no. Stop. Why are you trying to prove a point that your voice is... behave.
I'd been on a cruise and...
what's she doing?
The air conditioning environment that I'd been in for 2 weeks affected me to the point where I was struggling with my breathing and I was having a lot of problems. By the way, I am literally just sat here talking to you. And as you can see, I'm not having problems breathing. I'm not changing my voice myself. It just happens. And yeah, can you hear how my voice is going like I'm on helium? I'm not, but literally...
This country's fucked. Big up, Shell. Thank you, darling.
I'm laughing at the people who are saying it's forced. It certainly isn't forced. That is for sure. It just happens. Last night, while I was in the theatre, about 45 minutes into the show, my breathing started getting funny.
Barring for? She's been going on like 3 minutes.
My chest started tightening up. Elspeth, I'm not changing my voice. It's changing. I'm not deliberately changing it. It's just doing it.
Miss Goal. Miss Goal.
Nancy, it might sound forced, but I absolutely guarantee you it's not. Emma, thank you so much for the flower flight. Thank you very much. As I just said, guys, the doctors who have actually examined me for this, they did tests, they did all sorts of different investigations back in 2013. And 2012 into 2013.
Chelsea as well.
And what they think it is the muscles around my vocal cords. The muscles around my vocal cords are tightening. And no, there's no cough with it, Smurfy. No. I have no control when it does this.
She is chatting the biggest amount of shit.
But it happens sporadically when I've been around an air conditioning environment. Last year it happened when I was on holiday in Barcelona. But it didn't happen to this extent.
Thank you, Shell. Big up Ashley.
Last night, when I got home, I couldn't talk at all. It was
Shell with
really
the confetti.
affecting me
darling.
to try and talk. And I didn't think it was this bad. It hasn't been this bad all afternoon.
It's bad.
But then I've come onto TikTok to try and talk, and it's definitely sprung back up. Oh, Trey. Never happens on a cruise. Oh, yes, it does. You just don't see it. Well, I've been resting my voice all day today with the hope that it would go away. And it hasn't. So...
bombastic
yes.
side-eye. Criminal offense.
Karine, I think that is. Basically, I have an inhaler. I'm going to show you.
We have to dedicate ourselves.
I got one here.
Ram you.
It's in my bag. Bear with me a second, I'll get my inhaler out.
Go and get the medical instruments for sympathy. We'll have all the
I haven't needed
inhalers.
it all day, but I luckily had one with me at the theatre last night.
You've been around aircon, you're not having an asthma attack, girl. Behave yourself. I need my inhaler.
And I'll show you that the inhaler solves it very quickly.
Oh, here she
Really
goes.
does.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to go back to normal. Oh, look at her with her shoulders out. Oh, she's feeling spicy. Oh, yeah, that's it. Get your scalp. Go on, girl.
Check I'm using this one. Yeah, use that one.
She thinks she's a bad girl.
Lee Book says I need to be on here to have evidence.
Fly,
Evidence
fly.
for what, Lee?
Big up for the Observer for the clip. Oh. Now, Miss Girl, why are you holding it like that? We know what you do, Miss Pineapple.
And then my voice is back near normal.
Oh,
I don't know what the inhaler does to my vocal cords. I don't know. I don't understand it. Quite simply, I don't understand it. I'm not a medical person.
but you said you went to see a medical person.
The inhaler I've got is called Atravent. It's a green inhaler. It's called Atravent. That's all I can tell you.
Right.
It's not an asthmatic inhaler. When I was given it in the hospital in a nebulizer, and it literally helped. That's the one, I can never pronounce it, Kit Kat. So I call it Atravent because that's the brand name. I think that's the word. IPRA. That's the one.
LIAR.
Please,
Yeah, I'm just
because
saying,
you keep
can you
talking
understand?
over me.
Bear with me a second, Diamond. Can you understand where I'm saying my voice is caused by my disabilities? And so indirectly, not directly, indirectly, he was mocking my disabilities.
Okay, but was he aware that he was doing that?
I don't know, but maybe people shouldn't judge other people before they ask questions.
Okay, but the clip that he was reacting to, you were saying that it was caused by the air conditioning, not by your Emmy. That
No,
is what
in the
he
same-
was.
in
That
the
is what he was reacting to. Your Emmy was
same
not.
video. In the same video.
Annette, please, can I speak?
In the same video, I talk about ME and he doesn't listen.
But it's not in that clip. It's not in the
that
clip.
video. It is. If you watch that whole clip, I talk about my ME in that clip.
I have watched the whole clip. You only mention air conditioning.
No, I mentioned ME as well.
Annette, why would I sit here and lie?
I don't know. You're not lying. Maybe you just didn't hear me talk about it. I definitely mentioned ME in that video when I was talking about it on live.
Okay, you may have done so when you were live, but the bit that Zach was reacting to that has been shared.
It right down so that it's not in there. But
That
if
has,
he saw the
Annette, please, because I cannot speak over you. My brain cannot deal with it.
my brain can't deal with it either, Pumpkin.
Okay, but you're not allowing anyone to speak. It's your way or no way. You're saying that this. You're saying that this is ruining your birthday week. You're allowing it to.
Bye bye. You know what, guys? No, it's my live. I'm going to talk however I want to in my live. Simple as that. Because you know what? I don't need the large viewing figures. I don't. I'd rather have 100 people friendly in my live than 2,000 or 3,000 people. I'm a clout chaser, am I? Yeah, right.
So am I, apparently.
Yeah. Stephen's the biggest clout chaser and weirdo of them all.
Yeah, I drink drinks and chase that clout.
What all the clout chasing?
Because that's all I do with my life, apparently.
Do you know what? Do you know what else I think's not helped? I mean, Annette's not just been bullied off one person; she's been bullied off a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think this was just the icing on the cake today.
Yeah. The bullying I receive on a daily basis. You guys know about the. I'm being very careful not to mention anybody's accounts. But you guys know about all the bullying I receive from so many hate accounts about me. How many mocking videos there are out there about me. You guys see them all the time. We talk about it in mod chat. And I don't sit here and call them out on a regular basis. The only reason I have talked about Zach this morning is because he has literally laid into me and is affecting my mental health, when last week he was talking about mental health and affecting him on the app. So why can he last week talk about how it's affecting his mental health, but I can't today? So last week he well, I'm not going to talk about that situation because it's nothing to do with me.
If there's one thing I've learned, people that get bullied bully other people, and it's not.
But I don't bully anybody, do I, Gemma?
Nope, you don't.
I don't normally react, do I?
Nope. You don't sit there and ask for gifts. You don't sit there and call people out on anything.
To answer a question in the chat there, no, I didn't see his live. I literally saw the video that somebody uploaded about me. And then he moved on to someone else, which is what the FYP shows are about. Yes. But if Zach had watched my live, where in my live I was clear about it being to do with ME, he's then edited that down, or somebody's edited that down, so that it sounds like I'm literally only talking about air conditioning. And in that clip where he is mocking me, he's literally mocking me for going, yeah, stuff like that. Yes, because that's how I talk. When my brain is fogging up, I go, yeah, I say things like that. I'm not talking about the very edited bit. I'm talking about the video. And yes, my voice was triggered by the aircon. But it wasn't caused by the aircon, it's caused by the ME. So maybe he should check his facts. You know, when people in the news report the news, they check their facts. So maybe the people on doing the FYP shows need to check their facts.
thing is, you have to be really careful what you say on this app as well, because people just come at you from all angles.
No. Guys, I don't want gifts. Thank you for sending them, but I don't want them. Okay, I never asked for gifts. I don't want them. I didn't say the doctors don't know why it happens, or that's not exactly the wording. The reason is the doctors have put it down to my ME. Okay, the doctors have put it down to my ME. They don't know what causes it. Oh, stop with the turn them off then comments, guys. The reason I don't turn them off is because it's my own flaming choice. And you know what? If every single live you have to turn gifts on, gifts off, the whole app would be better without any gifts at all. I'd still be here. And anyway, this live isn't about gifts, guys. This live is talking about what Zach did.
Thank you. Giving me a headache, them comments.
I've just turned them off.
Whew.
Honestly, I think I've muted about 30 people. I just couldn't, my head couldn't take it.
You know what, Gemma? When it gets like that, don't even bother trying.
You just kind of think, like, you know, if the Zach guy, if he just said, look, I'm sorry if any offence was caused, it wasn't, you know, that wasn't the intent, whatever, you know, like, and just kind of
Took responsibility.
Yeah, took responsibility, just sort of said it as it is, you know, and then it'd have been like cool, and then like you could have then just like almost ended the live, and there you go, happy, you know, it's all sort of like dealt with, you know. It's a bit perplexing, but
Hello,
Hi
Sam.
there, guys.
hello.
I just wanted to say that so I've got FND, fibro, ME, and a lot of illnesses. illnesses. And, you know, I've been on this app and I've been bullied. And the one thing I've learned, especially with these kind of illnesses, is that stress makes it worse. Okay. And now I just sit back and laugh at them because I think, you know, you're not harming me. You're not doing what you think you're going to do.
And I do
Just
that.
take it back and laugh at them, Luna.
I do for most of them. I mean, you probably know because I know you're around some of my lives.
Yeah.
I see you in the background sometimes coming in and out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you probably see how much I'm bullied on this app.
Oh yeah, I do.
And how often do I actually respond to people?
I've never seen you react to
I
anything.
don't react. These days, I
No.
don't. I used to. But the only reason I've reacted to Zach this morning is because of last week.
Yeah, so I'm out of the loop as to what actually happened with you and Zach, but
Oh,
do you know
nothing
what?
happened with me and Zach last week. I'm talking about what happened with Zach and other people.
Oh right, yeah, I get you
Okay,
there.
and how much of a big thing it was on the app.
Yep,
It was big. It was big news last week, Zach and other people.
yep,
Yeah, he's doing to me, my opinion, as everybody wants to say, opinions matter.
yep.
He was doing to me and to other disabled people. He's mocking disability, whether he's doing it directly or indirectly. As soon as I told him this is caused by my disability, he should have shut up and he should have listened and then apologized.
So I never actually seen that. I've been on a few of Zach's live. I've never come across him being like that, but I can't say he didn't do it to you. I wasn't there. I didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't. I will acknowledge he didn't do it directly. He
Yeah.
didn't say she's got a disability, let's all laugh at her.
No.
But as soon as I said to him, it's caused by my disability, he carried on laughing,
Yeah.
and he shouldn't have done.
I'll have to watch your videos. I like I say, I haven't seen them. Not been on much in the last week.
Don't worry,
but-
Sammy, that's not a problem. And I know people like Zach. I don't personally. I think he's a bully. But I know other people like Zach, and some people are like some people are gonna like others, some people are gonna like me, and people I don't like. That's not a problem. There's no problem with that. Like who you like. I've got no problem with that. Just don't bully other people.
Yeah, but like I say, I've been through since I joined TikTok. I've been through a load of bullying and harassment for my disabilities as well. But like I say, I've learned now to just laugh and say, well, do you know what? You know, I'm obviously so famous, darling, that you got to keep my name in your head. So before, it would have set off everything. I would have gone paralysed from the waist down with my FND. But now it doesn't, because I don't let it affect me. And I know it's hard to do with some people, not let it affect you, but literally, you've just got to laugh at them.
Unfortunately, my voice, I literally have no control over my voice.
Yeah.
People literally taking the mick and saying I'm forcing it. People are saying I'm doing it deliberately. You know, all these things. I'm not.
With
You
the
can
way
hear
you
my
speak.
voice isn't right at the moment.
Do you mean with the way you speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear my voice isn't right at the moment. I'm not doing this deliberately.
Well, it's all brought on by stress. And I wish a lot of people realise that, you know, the more stress you've got, the more it makes these conditions worse. Like I say, if I get stressed, I lose all feeling from my waist down. So I tend not to get stressed anymore, or try not to get stressed. And it is really easy on this app to get stressed. I get that.
It's the last thing I wanted today to wake up to this level of stress.
Yeah.
The last thing I want this week is stress. It's my birthday, for crying out loud. Can't I just enjoy my birthday?
Is it your birthday?
Not today, Wednesday, my 50th.
Oh, happy birthday for then.
Thank you. I've got a party on Saturday. I'm meeting most of my mods for the first time on Saturday for my party, including these two.
Trouble is, when you get stressed, it might not affect you today, but it'll affect you in the coming days. You know, as you know as well as I do. You do submit today, you're going to pay for it for the next few days.
And what people don't realise is what happened on Thursday is still affecting me today on Monday.
Yeah, it will do.
So when I was at the theatre on Thursday, and by the way, it didn't spoil my evening at the theatre, but it certainly hindered it.
Yeah.
Having having these problems, my tightness in my chest. That's the funny thing. It wasn't affecting my actual breathing.
Yeah.
But it's still tight in my chest and everything else.
These conditions are an absolute nightmare, because you, like, even with, you know, fibro, ME, you do submit one day, and, you know, have you ever tried the spoon theory? I just wanted to say that.
I talk about the spoon theory all the time.
Do you? I absolutely live by that.
Spoon theory. I woke up this morning with 10 spoons. I've probably got one left now.
Yeah. It really does take it out of you. And I mean, do you think you're gonna talk to Zach about this, or?
Oh, he was in the live earlier.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Was he? I didn't see him in there. I must have come in a bit later. So you've spoken to him about it.
Yeah.
What does he say? Does he say, I'm really sorry, and maybe? Oh, okay.
And I did throw him out the box because he was saying, hold on a minute. And you know what? I'm not going to hold on a minute when he's obviously trying to do something in the background.
Yeah.
He's either going to say sorry or he's not. He was in here arguing with me, and you know what? I had enough and I threw him out the box.
Yeah.
It's my life. I can throw somebody out the box.
Yeah,
if he was going to apologise. If he was going to apologise, he'd have apologised by then.
It's a real shame because, like I say, now you're down to one spoon and you've got the rest of the day to continue. And people don't realise if they haven't got these.
It's gonna, as you know yourself, Sammy, it's going to affect me for the next few days.
Yeah, it will. And it's a real shame that people don't have a grasp of that. I guess with these conditions that people, if you don't have it, you can't see it, people don't believe it's there. But try living a week in our bodies. They just couldn't do it.
I had somebody on the live earlier on saying that I was faking it.
That's because they can't see it. Do you know what? I've had so many people throughout my life, even family, you're just lazy. No, I'm not lazy. I look after, I've had 4 children. Do you know what I mean? It's not laziness. It's that you can only do what you can do on that day. Do you know what I mean?
Isn't it convenient, Sammy, how it's only the people who have an active lifestyle who are then hit by these conditions?
Yeah. Well,
it's never somebody who's lazy who's hit by these conditions.
If you know my background, so for 35 years I was a welfare rights advisor.
Okay.
I had my own business. I'd go to court, take the DWP to court and fight people's claims and stuff like that. And I went from 18 hours a day to getting food poisoning, then getting Guillain-Barré, then getting these lifetime conditions. So overnight, I'd gone from 18 hours to not being able to get out of bed. So it's not a fact of, being lazy. It usually does. It's usually something that you suffered with tremendously that brings on these conditions. Mine was losing my son. And I expect you've had...
I'm sorry that you lost your son. I didn't know that.
No, I mean, it was 21 years ago, and you learn to sort of live alongside it, don't you, rather than...
I know it's very different, but I lost my dog less than 3 weeks ago.
Oh, no, so it's going to be...
She... To me, other people have said this is wrong of me to say this, but to me, she was my daughter.
Yeah. I get that completely. I lost my beautiful ragdoll last year, and that caused an immense flare-up.
Now,
so these things do affect. They do affect you. What
people don't realise is losing Beth less than 3 weeks ago has had a big impact on me at the moment and my health.
Yeah, it will do. It will. Because I expect you're not one to... Well, with me, I'm not one to openly show my emotions, so it affects me internally.
I try and hide them. I mean, I'm trying to hide back the tears now.
Yeah,
I
can see that.
When talking to Zach and then talking about Zach, but as soon as I start talking about Beth, that's when...
Yeah, it really hits you, doesn't it? Well, bless you. Well, I'm always here, whether it's, if you want to join my live anytime or you want to send me a message...
Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate that.
That's no problem at all, and I hope you just remember, laugh at them.
Yeah,
I mean, you might not be able to laugh at them, but when
try.
Yeah, if you're on a live, they're affected. That's all I say to them. You're seriously affected, and I must be famous. They're just thinking about me day and night, and I'm sure I get a lot of hate after this too. But to me, it really doesn't affect me anymore.
Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate you coming in.
That's no problem, darling. Always here. Anyone has any problems with mental health, I always open my boxes up at 11 o'clock normally, and we have a good old chat and a good old laugh, and hopefully people will leave feeling a lot better. But I'm always here for you, darling, or anyone else if they want to chat to me.
Cheers.
All right, darling. I will see you soon. Just remember what I say.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
Do I need to read the mod chat, guys, or can I leave it?
You don't have to read it yet. It's just there's one of your supporters, Claire, has messaged me.
Okay.
I've screenshot the message and put it in the mod chat. It's a lovely message, and it's nothing bad. And thank you for the gifts, everybody. I appreciate
That is
it.
Claire. If you're watching, I know who you are, so thank you. Yeah, I know Claire. Yeah, Claire, thank you. So, I don't know who to let in the box. I don't know who is going to be nice and who's going to be screaming at me.
Just see what you think, and if they're not nice, just boot them out. I think Queen's nice. She seems nice.
Oh, you mean who was just in the box?
Oh yeah, Queen's already been in, hasn't she? Sorry.
Mom, what the bush up? He's the way.
The thing is, what people need to understand is it's adults on this app bullying adults. It's not children doing the bullying. This is adults bullying. And it is school ground bullying.
I'd expect this off my well, my son doesn't bully anybody because he can't. I'd expect this from school kids, the bullying.
10 and 12-year-olds. I wouldn't expect this of adults.
Nope. But unfortunately, the way the world is, not everyone's like us.
Saying she's not being bullied, she's blown this up to make herself look the victim. Right. So, number one, if you don't call that bullying, I don't know what you call it. I haven't blown it up. I'm talking about it because it's important that people talk about bullying on this app and how much bullying is done. I'm not just talking about Zach and me. I'm talking about what Zach was having done to him last week. I felt sorry for Zach last week. Genuinely felt sorry for him. Do you know what? Nobody should be bullying anybody. I don't need to mention Zach to stay relevant. Who's bleeping?
Oh.
Is that you, Stephen?
Probably me.
I just wanted to work out who it was. I'm going to accept Becca in. I don't know who she is, but...
Hello.
Hello.
Annette, just a question. You're going on about people mocking disabilities, which I get is wrong,
Yeah.
but you let your mod Pockers in, and he was defending you because that man thought you were calling him a weirdo. And he said, no, she was calling it me. I lick windows.
Stephen, do you want to answer that one?
Is that not one of the oldest disability mocking things?
Okay.
I genuinely don't know what you're talking about, Becca. I didn't hear it. I didn't
Okay.
see it. I'm gonna let
So-
Stephen answer that one because I don't know what was said or done. So I'm
Yeah,
literally
okay.
gonna ask let Stephen answer that one.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So at what stage did I say it that was aimed in any way or directed in any shape or form in a derogatory fashion?
What other fashion can it be meant in?
What? So what? I like to go up to windows and lick them. What's the problem?
Don't be silly. Everybody knows that, like trigger warning, window licker is one of the oldest disability derogatory terms in the book.
I've never heard it. I'm just stating a fact. I've never heard it. I might be naive. I've never heard it. I'm just literally saying that. Never heard it.
Oh, 1 minute, sorry.
Okay, so what's your problem? Like, I didn't say it in a derogatory term or wasn't aimed at anyone specifically. I just said what I said. So what's the issue?
It's a slur.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion. I appreciate that. Thank you. But it wasn't meant in that tone. So there you are.
Well, maybe Zach's wasn't meant in that tone.
I haven't actually said anything about what Zach said or did not say and whatnot or whatever. Like, you're talking to me. This is like, so, that's your opinion as well, like, that's fine.
That's your opinion, Becca. But I'm going to say this.
No, the man thought that Annette, you called him a weirdo. Stephen said, no, she didn't. She called me a window.
No, I said no. I called it Stephen.
Yeah,
He
that's what I'm saying.
accepted
Stephen
that.
said she didn't call you a weirdo. She called it me. I'm a window licker, or I lick windows. That's a disability slur.
Okay, Becca, like I just said, I might be naive on this one. I've never heard that one before, and that might be because I come from a different part of the country from you. I don't know. I'm genuinely saying I've never heard that before. Okay?
Annette, come off it. Come off it. Everybody's heard it.
Seriously, I've never heard that one before.
I've never heard that, and I've got 2 sons with disabilities.
But it's funny that every single comment in the chat has heard it, but you three haven't.
Maybe it's just every single troll in the...
Maybe we've not heard it because it's not something that's in our everyday vocabulary, and maybe we don't hang around with people that say things like that.
Yeah.
So 1.7k have heard it, but you three haven't.
No, what people who are commenting in the comments, I've got a lot of silent watchers. 1.7k are not commenting.
Okay, then every single person that is commenting has heard it. The fact it doesn't deter away from the fact that that is
I've never
disability
heard it,
slur.
I've never heard it. I didn't say it wasn't. I'm saying I've never heard it.
You're using this live to make yourself a victim of disability bullying, and he's just said that on your live.
Well,
I didn't. But what I said was not aimed at anyone. It wasn't a comment made at someone. It's just
it
like,
doesn't matter if it's Pockers, when CLA was going on that vile racist rant and she said the N-word, she said it wasn't aimed at anyone. It's still racist.
Yeah. Okay, but I mean, I don't really watch CLA, so yeah. Right, you got to understand. You think that other people think that.
Not,
okay,
that's not the point.
Okay, so if I was doing a comedy show and I made a joke about XYZ that could be deemed, offensive and whatnot, but people find it funny, is it wrong?
But this isn't a comedy show. this is alive to make Annette a victim of disability bullying.
No. And as I said when I started,
It's this live is not, Becca, about making me a victim of disability bullying. This live is to raise awareness about people bullying people on this app. This live is to talk about
an awareness for disability bullying.
Let me finish, please. This live is to raise awareness about bullying. This live is talking about somebody who's bullied me this morning, and I will invite Stephen to, in his words, if he wishes to apologise for saying the comment he made, it is completely up to Stephen. Over to you, Stephen. If you want to or not, it's completely up to you, and then we're stopping it.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I apologise if people did get upset, are upset by what I said. The intention behind what I said was not aimed at anyone. It was not said in a sense to demean anybody in any way, shape or form. That's not what I do. If you want to...
That's not an apology, Stephen. An apology is, I'm sorry I said this, not I'm sorry if your feelings are hurt. That's not an apology.
No, right, okay. I apologise for what I said.
Done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Becca, for coming in the box.
Okay.
Wow. You can't say anything anymore. You really can't.
Apparently not.
Oh my God, what is this? I'm not just on about TikTok, and it's no hate to anyone in the comments, because I'm not like that. I'm really not. But why can't anybody say anything anymore? What is going on? No, I know you can't say things like that. I'm not saying you can, but
Emma, can we drop it because it's changing the topic of subject?
Sorry.
That's all right. It's not your fault. All of you in the comments who are saying Zach did nothing wrong. Zach was bullying me. If you don't want to watch my live, guys, where I'm talking about Zach bullying me, then get out my live. It's as simple as that. I don't talk about other people on the app on most of the time. I stick to my own lane. I do my own thing. I talk to my friends. I've still got 144.9 thousand followers. So you know what? If other people don't like it, take a hike. I'd rather have a nice quiet live with not too many people in it than have 10,000 followers. I'd rather have 10,000 followers than 100,000 followers. And I'd rather have 10,000 followers who are nice and polite than 100,000 who literally troll. I'm not leaving TikTok. TikTok is my social life. So I am certainly not leaving TikTok. And apparently I have now clocked 145,000, which is fantastic. You know what? I'd love to get to 150 for my birthday. Not going to happen, but I'd love to. Because 150 for my 50th would be fantastic. People talk about me all the time on this app, and 99% of the time, I don't reply. Sammy wants to come back in. Come back in, Sammy. You're welcome.
Sorry. I had to come back in.
Why?
Well, because I think people are thinking this is just a live about Zach, but I'm getting from you that it's a live about anyone that gets bullied on the app, not just the fact that Zach came in this morning. I mean, this bullying, like I said, I've been bullied for ages, but this bullying is getting so much worse.
Yes.
So much worse.
Thank you, Sammy. I've been talking about bullying on the app since last year.
Yeah.
And at one point I changed my username to
Yeah, I thought you would know something else too.
I'm trying to remember what I changed it to. Gemma or Stephen, can you remember?
She was only talking about Zach for the last hour and a half, is because people in the comments keep mentioning it. I think it's a general chat about bullying on the app. I don't believe it's just about Zach.
It's not
And
just about Zach. I'm trying
no,
to.
and the reason that you're talking.
I started about Zach, but the more it's gone on, the more I'm talking about bullying in general.
General, yeah.
But Zach is the one who's bullied me today. Zach is the one who was taking the mickey of my health, disability, and
About your health.
talking about my voice.
Yeah.
So people are saying he hasn't bullied me. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I could say this. I could say the same thing about last week and say Zach wasn't being bullied. It doesn't make it fact.
Exactly. And I think, you know, the only reason that it's been going on about Zach is that people in the comments keep bringing it up about Zach. So I think, you know.
Can I make a statement and ask you if you agree with it, Sammy? I've said this before on the app, and I'd like to ask Sammy if you.
Sorry, say it again, Colin.
I'm going to make a statement and ask you if you agree with it or not. And the statement I'm going to make is this.
Yeah.
If somebody has an opinion, just because it's their opinion, it doesn't make it fact or true.
No, absolutely not. Everyone can have a different opinion. You know, you might have 9 people in the boxes and 8 of them have a different opinion to you, but it's not facts, doesn't make it true.
Exactly. And the way people in the comments are wording stuff, they're saying Zach didn't bully you. That's the fact. Actually,
I think what they're doing is, like, every sentence they're pulling out something slightly different from their own.
Well, I've lost you, Sammy. I lost you.
You know.
Are you still there?
Even if you...
Sammy, we're losing you a lot. And you've got a red bar. Sammy, if you can hear me, can you reconnect? Sammy, you keep dropping out and we're not hearing you. Can anybody else hear Sammy? Yeah. With the Team Zach guys, you know what? You can take Team Zach all you like. You're the ones who are keeping Zach's name in here. You're the one who's keeping his name in here. Okay, I've got a lot of lag. Stephen and Gemma, I'm going to throw you out. Come back in. Oh, it might have caught up with itself. Sammy, if you're back in the box and want to come back in, please re-request. Yeah, you're there.
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Sorry, I don't know if that was my end, your end, or what happened.
I think it's mine. We haven't got great weather down here.
I then got some lag as well, so I don't know what happened. If it was my end.
No, what I was saying was, you know, with this bullying on this app, it doesn't matter if you're disabled or not disabled. Yeah, it makes it worse if you're disabled. But this bullying has no... you know, it doesn't go for somebody in particular, do you know what I mean? And there's always somebody on the app, whether you're big, whether you're not, you know, whether you've got hundreds of followers or you haven't. It comes for everyone at one point in their life on air, you know, and you can be as nice as you like. You're still going to get the haters, do you know? I don't know, Louise, I wasn't on this morning, but what I'm saying is that the people in the comments are kind of carrying the Zach thing on, you know, and
so I haven't mentioned now for a couple of minutes, and every other line is Team Zach, Team Zach.
Yeah, and I think this is what's making it worse. Who's just wrote about me? Oh dear, shut up. No, yeah. So I just think whoever you are, you're going to get bullying from somewhere, you know.
Okay, so Sammy, I'm going to read this comment to you.
Oh, go on.
Here's your karma says, don't use disability to make something said be worse than what it was or is.
Jeez. I just think that, you know,
the whole thing's linked to my disability. So why are you then saying that I'm making it worse when the whole thing's linked to my health?
Yeah.
The whole reason my voice changes is linked to my health.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't make opinion on what happened this morning. I wasn't there. I will go and watch the clip, but I have seen Luna before on a lot of different lives. You know, I've never heard her once, you know, use her disability to progress on TikTok at all. I don't think.
I talk about my disability. That's very different from using it.
Yeah. Dark, honestly,
coming back in the box, I appreciate it.
No problem, darling. I just sat there and I thought, you know, the only one carrying on this thing with Zach is people
in the comments.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't care if you send me hate. It really doesn't affect me at all. So I just laugh at you. A lot of people are saying as well about Munchausen's. You had the same as what Gypsy Rose's mum had. That's absolutely ridiculous thing to say.
You know what? Just ignore it, Sammy. I am. But at the same time, I'm trying to talk about hate. I'm not trying to talk about just Zach. I'm trying to talk about hate on TikTok altogether.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why the people in the comments are saying you haven't seen the video. No, I haven't. But in general, this is not about Zach. This is about bullying on the app. And
sorry,
everyone,
Sam, I'm laughing at you.
Everyone in the comments, literally, you're bullying right now.
Mandy has just said, Luna, you don't have a monopoly on bad health and pain. Of course I don't, Mandy, but I can use my platform to talk about different health conditions, to talk about hidden disabilities, to talk about the fact it's ME Awareness Week, and I'm trying to raise awareness. So at the moment, with 1,500 people in the room, I'd like to invite everybody to go and have a look at the ME Association's website to listen to the fact it's ME Awareness Week and the fact that any one of you could be affected by ME. Any one of you could end up with a loved one be affected by ME. And it change your life completely.
The DWP, darling, I work against them, so good luck with that. I actually realised the other day that it's ME used to be called yuppie flu in the 80s when I grew up, and I was like, oh, Christ. Anyone can suffer with ME, fibro.
ME is also known as chronic fatigue syndrome.
That's right.
Back in the 80s, it was known as yuppie flu because people didn't believe it was real. Yeah. And also, did you know that one of the most famous people to have had ME, although it wasn't called ME back then, was Florence Nightingale? And the reason ME Awareness Day is the 12th of May is because that was Florence Nightingale's birthday.
I've got ME too, Michelle. How is she being disgraceful? It affects people in different ways. Like if you don't have it and you don't suffer with it.
Varying condition.
Absolutely. And that's the reason you get PIP, because it's so like you might be okay one day. You'll do something that'll take you over that edge, and then you'll be suffering for the next week. So ME used to be called yuppie disease. No, yuppie flu, wasn't it?
Yuppie flu,
Yeah.
But it's also known as chronic fatigue syndrome. Its proper name is myalgic encephalomyelitis.
Now, I was going to say that earlier, but I couldn't get it out my mouth.
Okay, and I don't pronounce it 100% properly either.
My brain would not sort that out. You have ME too, do you, Dart? Well, then I don't understand why you're not understanding the different. CFS is what it's called now. I don't understand why you're not understanding the symptoms of ME.
So Mental Health Matters says I can't leave the house, let alone go on a cruise or the theatre. You know what? I don't go on a cruise all the time. I've been to the theatre once in a year.
Disabled people still have holidays,
still have a
darling.
life.
They still have holidays. It might be, you know, how they get in their car. I have to go from my wheelchair to the car. I've got a stair lift and stuff like that. But if I didn't have all that stuff, I wouldn't be able to go. So, you know, you can still live a life like anyone else. It might be more painful. There might be days that you can't go out at all, but it's not the same every day.
It's not.
How do you know it doesn't affect her on her holiday? Are you there 24/7? No,
It
you get a
definitely
glimpse.
affects me on my holidays. And people, just because I don't talk about it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Exactly. I mean, you're only on TikTok a majority of the day, a certain part of the day. Yeah,
People
you're not
don't
going to
know
get 24
how
hours on it.
untidy the rest of my house is. People don't know that I'm not eating properly because I can't stand in the kitchen and prepare the food properly.
Yeah.
People don't know that I'm not sleeping properly at the moment. People don't know that...
they don't know the level of pain you're in.
No, they don't. You can't see pain.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just not, it's a bit like with fibro. Fibro's got over 200 symptoms to it. So, you know, the main ones being pain and sleeping. But you don't get to see those other bits of the, you know, the other symptoms because, you know, she might not share it on air. She might have womanly problems she doesn't share on air. Do you know what I mean? It's not the same for every person. We all can't sleep. It's not just, right, okay, so somebody with, say, ME, against a normal, or a person that hasn't got any disabilities, will sleep through the night going into REM and then out of REM and going into it. People with ME and fibro and that, we don't get REM sleep. So we can sleep for like 13, 14 hours, wake up and then go back to sleep for another 12. You know, it's not just, I can't sleep at night. It's all the time. If they can have a holiday, same thing I want to know. Yeah, I mean, you know, come on, everyone has a holiday. It's just how they are when they're on holiday. You don't get to see that. Yeah. Good for you. We fight, keep positive, don't want attention. It's not attention, it's showing, it's letting everybody know about the illnesses. Because I'm sure as hell know that there's some people out there that don't get diagnosed. It's a lot more common these days.
And it's not more common, it's just more widely accepted.
Yeah.
Because so many people who have ME in the past haven't been believed because doctors think it's all in your head, it's a made-up illness, blah, blah, blah. It's been proven that it's now, it's been proven that it always has been a physical condition. It's not in your head, it's not a mental health issue.
Yeah.
It affects your mental health, but it isn't a mental
part of your brain,
health
isn't it?
Yes.
It doesn't make her a victim. She's just trying to let people know.
To educate people. That's why I'm talking about it.
She isn't talking about others' disabilities coming across like it's me. Hey?
No. That's people just trying to wind me up.
Yeah. No, you're doing good. Just relax and say what they want.
Oh, I love that comment. Annette needs to drag herself out and touch some grass. Safi, if it was that easy,
God.
I'd have a whole green lawn. I'd buy myself a field if it was that easy, Safi.
Yeah, it isn't. And I think the people that are going, well, I've got it and it don't do this, that and the other. Do you really have it? Who knows? You know, there's no test. I mean, there's a pressure point test, but there's no test to diagnose it.
There isn't.
It is that bad, Abby, yes.
Beauty box, I'll let you in the box. Yes, I'm just...
You know, I have a carer that comes in every morning, okay? Now, if you looked at me on one of my lives when I'm feeling good, you'd say there's nothing wrong with her. But I have a carer that comes in every day to do the things I can't.
Yeah.
That's not cleaning or anything like that.
Every day.
I don't have to pay for it down here.
I have my PA once a week. Hi, beauty box.
That's what I've got. I've got a PA. I couldn't be doing with the agencies anymore. So I've got a PA. She comes in every day and she does the things I can't. Like, if I can do it, I'll do it, you know? And it's not about making people feel sorry for me. If I could do it, I'll do it. But she does the things that I can't do.
Yeah.
Sorry, beauty box. Carry on.
Hello. Hi, I've been watching for like the past hour now, and I don't really know anything about the Zach situation, so I won't bring it up. And by the sounds of it, you don't really want to discuss it either. I suppose I do understand where you're coming from. You want to target anti-bullying, especially for those who are disabled.
Yeah.
And I understand that you mentioned as well that TikTok is your social life. And I know it's not very helpful when people say that, well, if you can't cope with the comments, you shouldn't be on here. I completely understand how that's truly unfair.
Yeah.
I just hope that you understand that there are people on here that do have reasonable criticism, because I believe the more you bite at the haters, the more they bite back. And as someone, like, I wasn't on social media for a long time due to my own disabilities, but I was victimized and bullied in my personal life, even by my own family members. And it does hurt and it does affect. And you have to kind of think that you're not the problem. Although you have a disability, you're not the problem. And you just kind of have to put on an armor and just sort of deflect the comments and how people treat you and how people speak with you.
And I do a lot. I ignore so much of the hate I get on this app. I ignore so much of the bullying that happens to me on this app. I don't normally raise attention to it. The reason I started talking about Zach this morning was because of what happened to Zach last week, and how he was calling out everybody, and how lots of people were calling out other people, and it became a really big thing on the app for most of last week. Yet he attacks me this morning, or last night, or whenever it was. So yes, I am talking about Zach again, guys, for a minute, because that's why this live started. I'm not the one carrying it on about Zach. I'm the one who's talking about other stuff.
Bella Boo, that was covered when Pockers or Pockets was in the box. He already spoke about that.
So can we change? And he's already apologised. So yeah. It may be a different situation, but it's the same principle.
There was somebody else as well that was asking about care. I'm trying to find him, but I can't. You just got to approach the adult social care, and they'll come and do an assessment for you.
Don't talk to me about adult social care.
Oh, I have nothing to do with them.
I've had so many problems with them. I basically won't go near them. I had so many problems with them, and basically when I started earning money on TikTok, they told me they wanted every single penny.
Wow.
So basically I told them where to go, and I now pay my PA myself.
Yeah.
That's pretty shocking.
I could say more, but I'm not going to on a public open platform.
No.
Fair enough.
No.
Ladies, thank you very much for coming in the box.
She does have home help. She has a PA, Michelle. Listen, keep your ears open.
I just said I have a PA that comes once a week.
Oh dear.
I suppose it's very difficult. I understand, like you said, TikTok is basically your social life, and that's really unfortunate. I mean, I don't really have a social life in my real life either. But I think on a platform such as TikTok, where there is a lot of very unkind people on here, I think it's very important to just try and block that out and just surround yourself and talk to the people that are genuine.
Which is why
yeah, surround yourself in positive people.
Most of the time I ignore all the hate. It's just this particular one this morning, because of last week. That's why I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
Coming in the box, ladies. I'm going to let some other people come in and talk.
All right, darling. I'll speak to you later anyway.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you, Beauty Box.
Bye.
Right, I just want to address something in the comments, guys. A lot of you are saying, talking about DWP, adult social care, and how you have to pay. Yeah, if you earn over a certain amount, you should pay. Yes, I agree with that. But literally, adult social care weren't letting me keep money to pay for things that I need to do. adult social care were wanting to take every penny from me towards my care package. They were not allowing me for disability related expenditure. They were not allowing me money to pay for things that I need because of my health. You know what? Don't get me started about adult social care, because I could talk for hours about what they did to me and how they mucked me up. And that's what I use my PIP for, guys. I use my PIP for my disability related expenditure. But the adult social care wanted to take every penny off me. They think that you can live, the government for disabled people think you can live on £100 a week. It's an absolute joke. I need to get up. I need to go and find some breakfast. I need to go and go to the loo. I'm wanting to restart my day again, because this is never how I went to wake up on a Monday morning. Gemma, thank you so much for being here in the box.
Right, go and get something to eat now and get a drink.
More importantly, I need to go to the loo.
Yeah.
Gemma, thank you for coming in the box. I don't know where Stephen went, but Stephen, thank you as well. Thank you to the people who did come in the box, who were nice. Yeah, I'm going to try and restart my day again.
Yep, reset.
And to all of those who are in the comments saying things like victim mentality, all of that type of thing, you know what? It's nothing to do with that. It's literally the fact that I came on live talking about how somebody was bullying me when they were crying bully last week. And there's so much bullying that does happen on this app. And people need to be held accountable for bullying on this app. Because at the end of the day, TikTok is supposed to be a place for fun and education. It's not supposed to be a place where people can bully each other. Have an opinion, that's fine. But don't make out that your opinion is fact. That is what so many people on this app are doing, and making their opinion sound like fact. Because it's not fact, it's your opinion. That doesn't make it a fact. So you know what? To all of those FYP shows, all of them should stop. Because they're literally pulling each other apart and pulling other people apart just to get views and just to get gifts. It should all stop. All the FYP shows should stop. And that's my opinion. Doesn't make it fact, but that's my opinion. See you later, folks. Thanks again, Gemma.
See you later, Annette.
Bye.